Okay, for today's video, if my dad knew what I was going to show you how to do, he might actually have a heart attack and die. Let's go. So if you've seen any of my garden tour videos, you know that I have been hacking away at the blackberry bushes, which have completely taken over our fence line. And if I look around, the entire property is kind of like that in some spaces. So that's why I'm telling you, my dad would have a heart attack, because to him, blackberries are just a huge pesty weed. But to the people like myself, they're an amazing, hardy treat. Who wouldn't love a good blackberry bush? So let's go see how to cut them and propagate them. If you have friends that have blackberry bushes, you can ask them for some cuttings. You want more than one because not all of them will take. If you know where there are wild blackberries, you can go take the wild blackberry cuttings. That's what I'm gonna do. So in this patch, there are two kinds of blackberry. There are this variety that has very small, small thorns that hurt, small leaves, small blackberries, but they're absolutely delicious. There's also a larger variety called the Himalayan blackberry, and this one has a lot larger seeds. They're very, very productive, much more productive than the smaller blackberry. And you can see the new growth coming out. We're gonna cut a couple of sections of this, and we're just gonna soak it in water and do a water rooting for these guys. I'm gonna take one more cutting. See if you can see I'm taking it right below the leaf node where the new leaf is growing. So on this one, I'm gonna take multiple cuttings. I'm gonna cut a section of this, and I cut right below the leaf node. And then I know that is the bottom. Now, the next place I'm gonna cut is right between two leaf nodes. And then I will know that is the top. So I cut right next to the leaf node for the bottom. Like there's a leaf node right now, I'm gonna cut right below it. Actually, I don't want to cut right there. Go one more. Go right below it. So this one is easy to tell it's the top because it's the actual top. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is simply cut off the bottom branches. And pop them into water. Let's do this one too. On the smaller leaf variety, I'm going to clip off just one leaf, pop it into water. And this one, I'm just going to put it in like it is. And this one, I will pop off the bottom parts. And that is all there is to it. In 3 to 4 weeks, we'll have roots. Around here, when we're pulling out the berries and trying to, you know, reveal what they have covered up like a fence line or something, just the vines that we've cut down and piled up, they start growing again. So they are very, very hardy little guys. And so you may want to consider planting them in a container or a garden bed with a bottom of some sort so that they do not invade your life like they have ours. Other way to plant these is you just stick them in moist soil and mist them a few times a day, and they will grow roots within 3-4 weeks, same as these. I just like them in water because I actually like to see what's going on down there, and once they get some roots, then I just like to pot them up in soil, and I know for sure they have established a root. And then those who don't grow roots, I can just toss them. So for some areas, taking blackberry cuttings, this might be a little early for you. You might still be under 3 feet of snow. But I know for other areas, once March comes, sometimes you guys have 2 days of spring and it goes right into summer. So if you're not buried in snow, this is a good time to get your cuttings taken so that you can root them and they can get a nice root structure before the heat of summer comes. Well, that's all I've got for today. So until next time, see ya.